type in the comments right now, I shield my home. That act alone starts your protection before the final reveal. There's something inside your house that's making you more tired, more irritable, and even more alone. And the worst part? You look at it every single day. This isn't magic. This isn't superstition. It's energy, and it knows where you sleep. In the next few seconds, I'll show you 6 objects that act like invisible anchors, draining your vitality, your sleep, and even the love inside your home. One of them could be sitting right next to your bed right now. Some of these items were gifts from people who swore they cared about you. Others you bought yourself, thinking they were just decoration. But all of them share one thing in common. They invite presence. A presence that senses your sadness, that watches your arguments, and feeds on the chaos it creates. By the end of this video, I'll reveal one object many Americans believe brings good luck. But in reality, it may be quietly sabotaging your life. Don't skip ahead. Miss one detail, and you could leave that door open for another year. Now tell me, do you feel like something in your home is slowly draining you? Maybe today you'll finally understand why. Let's begin. If even a spotless house can hide dark forces, what's really moving behind your walls? You light some sage, crack open the windows, tidy every corner, but still, the air feels heavy. Conversations end in fights. Sleep refuses to come. Plants wither faster than they should, and the silence, sometimes it feels like it's staring back at you. This isn't about dirt or dust. It's about vibrational residue that clings to objects and surfaces like invisible grime. The voice speaking to you right now is Lian Ko, a specialist in energetic cleansing of spaces for over 30 years. But don't mistake this for religion. This is about frequency, fields, and memory. Yes, memory. Because objects absorb what happens around them. Have you ever walked into a room and felt chills for no reason? Or held an old item and shivered even though you didn't know why? Everything vibrates. Everything records. And when certain shapes, materials, or symbols align with negative patterns, they don't just store what happened. They repeat it. Picture a sponge. Now picture a spiritual sponge, saturated with anger, grief, or despair, hanging quietly on the wall of your living room. And here's the truth. This doesn't just happen in abandoned houses. Brand new homes, freshly renovated condos, even apartments in downtown high-rises. All of them can carry these invisible triggers. Sometimes it's the shape of an object that calls the energy in. Other times it's the intention that came with it. And here's the most important part. You could be living inside an energy-draining field that you unknowingly built yourself. But don't panic. In the next section, you'll learn exactly how to identify each one of these cursed items. And the third one on the list, it's so common in modern American homes, it's almost impossible not to own it. If you've ever felt like your home feels heavy, don't skip ahead. Time may already be running out. If you could actually see the energy of the objects around you, you'd never sleep in the same room again. Some things look harmless. They've been there for years. They decorate. They fill space. They belong. But here's the secret nobody told you. Certain objects aren't dead. They hold a constant, active vibration, like a radio tuned to a frequency you can't hear. But your body can. Negative energy doesn't walk in through the front door. It settles in. And it often begins with silent portals, objects that open cracks in the vibrational field of your home. Many of these items have shapes that trap energy, materials that cling to history, or stories baked into them. Others were loaded with emotion by people in dark states of mind: jealousy, grief, anger, resentment. Think about this. Have you ever brought something home from a thrift store or a yard sale? Ever inherited a piece from a relative who lived weighed down by sickness or conflict? Bought a statue, a mirror, or a piece of art without knowing its real backstory? Those items may carry crystallized emotional residue, and worse, if they came from cultures or spiritual practices you don't understand, they may have been consecrated, invoked, even sealed with intentions that are still active. Now take a deep breath. Look around. In your living room, your bedroom, your home office, is there an object that's always made you feel off? Something that feels out of place, even though it looks perfectly fine? If yes, that's your first clue. Why do these objects affect us so much? Because our subconscious reacts to shapes, colors, symbols, and hidden memory. Your body senses it before your rational mind can explain it. And the symptoms? Subtle, but relentless. Waking up exhausted, even after 8 hours of sleep. Arguments that appear out of nowhere, feeling heaviness the moment you walk into certain rooms. Strange physical sensations, chills, pressure in the neck, headaches that come and go. That's not coincidence. That's vibrational response. And here's a serious warning. Don't try to get rid of anything just yet. If you discard a negative object the wrong way, you could break its containment seal and release its energy even stronger. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal which objects activate these hidden frequencies, and I'll show you how to neutralize them precisely, respecting the cycle of energy they carry. If you've ever felt something strange about an object in your home, drop a comment right now. I saw the sign. This isn't just symbolic. It activates your field of energetic attention and sharpens your perception for what's coming next. And remember, the third object on this list is the most dangerous of all. It looks harmless, but it's been linked to real manifestations in homes where people swore nothing was wrong. The darkest object in the house was right in the living room, and no one ever suspected it. Sometimes it isn't the hidden thing, it's the item displayed with pride. Objects that look innocent, even beautiful, but act like magnets for dense energy, quietly turning your home into a field of invisible wear and tear. Let's start with the examples and pay attention, because the third one is the most dangerous. 1. Old or cracked mirrors. Story: in a farmhouse in rural Pennsylvania, an antique mirror inherited from a grandmother had been hanging in the guest room for decades. Everything seemed fine, until visitors began reporting identical nightmares and waking up with strange bruises they couldn't explain. They began reporting identical nightmares and waking up with unexplained bruises. The mirror was taken down. The dreams stopped. Why? Mirrors are considered natural portals. When they're cracked or very old, they lose their vibrational filter, absorbing and projecting dense energy. Emotional note: the image you see in the glass might not be only yours. 2. Statues with aggressive expressions or strange symbolism. A businessman brought a statue back from Thailand to bring protection. He ignored the origin. It was a depiction of a punitive spirit used in old ritual work. Result: after it was placed in the house, unexplained cracks appeared in the walls and the plants nearest the statue wilted. Why? Carved objects made for spiritual purposes often retain their original programming. If a piece was created for control, punishment, or servitude, the space will begin to mirror that intention. 3. Artificial flowers and dried branches. This one is the most dangerous because it's everywhere. They look nice, but vibrationally they're stuck. Artificial flowers symbolize a kind of dead beauty. Dried branches carry the energy of an ended cycle, but without any seed of rebirth. Real case: a healer in a small clinic started having sudden, unexplained episodes of deep anxiety. After an energy scan, it turned out the decorative branches in her office were placed exactly where she did her healing sessions. Once the branches came out, the energy began to flow again. Why? These items block the home's life force. They seem neutral, but quietly they drain joy and renewal. Sensory note: stop and notice. Have you ever realized how those faux flowers never actually live in the room? They just sit there. 4. Gifts from people with bad intentions. This is the sneakiest one. Objects given by people who envy you, manipulate you, or secretly wish you harm. Even unconsciously, they project their vibration into the gift, and by accepting it, you permit that field to enter your home. Worse, the more sentimental value you attach to that object, the stronger its connection to your field becomes. Type in the comments now: I remove what doesn't resonate with me. Writing that is your first step toward severing invisible energetic ties that might be draining your strength. Heads up, the next object is as common as a throw pillow, but it's directly tied to end-of-cycle rituals, and when placed the wrong way, it activates the frequency of mourning and ongoing loss. You'll understand in the next section, but be ready, because it might be in your home right now. If your home could speak, it would call for help. At first, everything looks normal. You wake up a little more tired. A petty argument blows up into days of silence. Plants stop flowering. Pets get restless. Dreams feel heavy, yet you can't remember them when you wake. And then you start to explain it away. Just stress. Just a rough patch. Everyone goes through this. But no, it isn't just you. It's the field. It's the invisible load that settled into your space, slowly draining your life force. Subtle signs your home may be energetically contaminated. A feeling of oppression in certain rooms. You walk in and unconsciously hold your breath. The air feels thicker. You don't want to stay long. Imagine the atmosphere of a stuffy room, as if the ceiling has dropped. Your body shrinks. Frequent insomnia or recurring nightmares. Sleep is light and broken. You wake up exhausted, like you fought all night. Some report sleep paralysis, peripheral shadows, or even faint touches during the night. Recurring arguments and misunderstandings among family members. Conflicts pop up out of nowhere. Harsh words slip out without meaning to. And afterward, you wonder, why did I even say that? Negative energy amplifies heavy emotions. It's like it feeds on the chaos inside the home. An unusual presence of insects, even in clean spaces, mostly ants and flies. Insects are drawn to stagnant or charged vibrational fields, especially in places where pain or tension lingers unspoken. Technology breaking down in certain areas of the house, lights flickering, devices freezing, phones draining way too fast. Dense fields interfere with electricity and electromagnetic signals. Now imagine a cinematic sequence. The camera slows down. A family eating dinner in silence. Tense glances. The clock stops ticking. The light flickers. The plant by the window is dry, though it's been watered. The dog stares at the empty hallway. Now, imagine this isn't a scene in a movie. It's your life, repeating every day, and you call it routine. If these signs have already shown up in your house, time may be running out. Every week that passes, the home adapts more to the negative field, and the deeper it adapts, the harder it becomes to reverse. More layers form, more ties deepen. Type in the comments, I recognize the signs. This simple act heightens your awareness and activates the next stage of the process where healing begins. In the next part, you'll learn the full ritual for energetic cleansing. And it's not just burning sage or lighting a candle. There's a very specific sequence. And if you skip steps, the purification can fail. And the best time to do this ritual is today. Tomorrow could already be too late. It's not the house that's dirty. It's the field that's sick. Have you ever felt like an invisible fog was taking over the space? Like every room had a heavy story that refused to leave? This is the moment to act. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Today. Because the cleansing ritual you'll learn next only works while the field is still active. If it crystallizes, it'll take far more than a video to untie the knot. Step 1. Open the field. Before anything else, you have to unlock the pathways of air. Open every window, every door, every closet. Yes, even the closets. The energetic field needs movement, expansion. While doing this, speak out loud, firmly. Whatever doesn't align with my truth, leave now. Your voice vibration activates the cleansing field. It's not enough to think it. You must declare it. Step 2. Running water, the symbol of flow and release. Fill a bowl with water and sea salt. Dip a clean cloth and wipe door handles, door frames, and windowsills. As you do, repeat silently, I restore the passage of light here. If possible, finish with a cleansing shower. Sea salt from the neck down. Then rinse under running water. And stay in silence for 3 minutes. The cleansing has to reach you, too. Step 3. Fire and sound. Activating the positive field. Now take natural incense, white sage, rosemary, or palo santo. Light it and walk slowly through the rooms in a clockwise motion. With soft music in the background, a 432 Hz track is ideal. Let the sound fill the space. As you move, visualize the house transforming, the walls breathing, light pouring into corners that once held shadows. If you can, place a white candle in the center of the home and let it burn until the end. Type in the comments, "I lit the light." That seals your intention. It creates a commitment to the renewed energy. Step 4. The invisible protection. After you finish the cleanse, place 3 key items at the main points of your home. A white quartz crystal near the front door. A glass of water with a spoonful of sea salt tucked behind the bedroom door. A living plant in the room you use most. Life keeps the purification flow active. These objects act as vibrational sentinels. They don't force anything out. They stop the density from coming back. If you followed the steps correctly, tonight you'll notice the difference. The air will feel lighter. You'll sleep more deeply, and maybe you'll have a dream that feels more vivid than any you've had in a long time. But pay attention. There's one specific item, widely sold as a lucky charm and found in millions of homes, that's quietly corroding the field. In the next video, I'll reveal exactly what it is, and the right way to neutralize it will surprise you. Today, your home breathed differently. You didn't just remove objects. You broke cycles. Every time someone decides to cleanse not only the physical space but the invisible field, something bigger shifts. A lot of people will ignore this. They'll laugh, call it nonsense, and those same people will keep feeling sick, exhausted, stuck in environments they unknowingly poison. You didn't do that. You chose to look, you chose to feel, and most importantly, you chose to act. If you made it this far, you're ready to live in a home that empowers you, not one that drains you. Drop a comment now with, "My home is light." That simple line creates a vibrational seal shaped by collective intention. And if you haven't hit like yet, do it now. It's not just to help the channel. It signals to the universe that you're taking control of your space. In the next video, you'll discover the most common object in modern homes. Sold as a charm, used in positive rituals. But over the years, it has created fields of decay, grief, and quiet loss. Turn on the bell, because this reveal is coming soon, and missing it could mean living with that presence for another year. See you there.